Going, everybody, it's Josh. I was just thinking about a really cool story that happened to Cadence and I about 4 years ago now. I think 3 years ago. And she was 6 at the time. It was February 18th, I think. There's actually a poster of the event I'm going to talk about right here, that little red poster. So, being a nerd gamer, I am obviously a YouTube fan, and so because of YouTube, I started watching a lot of different characters and different people and different channels and whatnot. But one that I love the most is Game Grumps. Aaron and Danny, Aaron and John, whatever iteration. I love the Game Grumps, and really funny, really talented, really humorous people I look up to, actually. Well, running it forward, obviously I watched them for years in every facet, whether it be music or let's plays or whatever. So time comes where my girlfriend sees they're doing a live show, and I heard about their live shows, but they hadn't done one in our area yet, and so they were coming to San Francisco. And so I was like, oh, that's really cool. At the time, I couldn't afford it. So she was like, oh, that sucks. So that's cool, though. I'm glad they're coming up here. And so fast forward about a month before the event, and my girlfriend surprised me, and she bought me, herself, and my daughter VIP tickets to the event. So I was beyond juiced. Super, super happy, right? And I really appreciated it. It's huge because we got to go and have like a little meet and greet before kind of deal. So time comes, go to work, get out real quick, get my hair cut, and we drive out to San Francisco, and we're about 40 minutes away, so not too far. But yeah, we get to San Francisco, we get in the parking lot, we park, we get in there and get in line. We got there just in time because they were going to close the VIP ticket entrance at a certain time, and if we didn't make it, then we would have had to go in with the general, which would have made it pointless for our VIP tickets. So we get there just in time, we get in there, and we sit down in the auditorium. This is at the Masonic, by the way, which is a really cool venue in San Francisco. So we're sitting there, and we look up, and they have, like a few things happening, and then Danny and Aaron come out, and we're all excited. And it's the first time Cadence has gotten to see them in person. First time I've got to see them in person because we've watched them, and I only allow her to watch obviously very certain things of theirs, but she's 10 now, so that's expanded a little bit. But yeah, so she's there seeing them in person. She's kind of ooh and ahhing over it, as am I. And we get to have a little Q&A, which was cool. So we do the Q&A, and when we get done with the Q&A, the show starts, right? And so how it works is it's Mario Party. So 4 players, Danny, Aaron, one half of the crowd, the other half of the crowd. And that makes the 4 players. So what we did is Danny always plays Yoshi, that's his favorite character. Aaron always plays Peach because he likes playing his female characters. And then each of these 2, we went by vote, basically. Who was the loudest when they highlighted that character on the screen, if I remember correctly. And we were Team Toad, and they were Team Waluigi. Which, I mean, I'd rather have Toad in Smash than Waluigi. Hashtag unpopular thought. But anyways, or unpopular opinion, I should say. So yeah, so we're Team Toad, they're Team Waluigi, and how it works is they roll for us, Danny and Aaron do, and then when it's mini-game time, they pick people out of each side of the crowd. So, first mini-game, someone from Team Toad, someone from Team Waluigi, step up, and you get to play with them, right? Well, they spotted Cadence in the crowd pretty early on in the show, in between a few things. And he goes, I didn't think he was talking to me. I thought he was talking to someone behind me. Danny goes, wow, she's adorable. And I thought he was like talking about some girl, that he thought was cute or something behind me. And he was talking about my daughter. And I went, me? And he goes, yeah, she's adorable. And I was like, oh, thank you. And he goes, how old is she? And she piped up. She was like, I'm 6. I'm almost 7, but I'm 6. And he said, oh, shit. And he goes, Aaron, there's a 6-year-old here. And Aaron goes, oh, fuck, I've already said shit like 14 fucking times. And Danny goes, it's cool, right? It's cool, Dad? And I was like, yes. I was like, she knows never to say those words. Those aren't appropriate for a child. And she doesn't say them. She knows better. And he goes, oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. And then Aaron goes, Cadence, don't you ever say shit. And she went. So, super, super funny for me. And show continues on. And then Cadence gets the idea that she wants to play with them during one of the mini games. So she stands up on her chair to be like a little over average height person. And so she's standing on her chair and they pick her. And so I got to go on stage with her and meet my idols of YouTube and a lot of parts of my life, to be honest with you. They actually helped me through a lot of negative shit that I went through just by being able to laugh. So, you know, we're like, oh, holy shit. And we're walking back and we're walking, you know, through the backstage area and up to the stage. And Aaron's wife, Susie, is there. So we got to say hi to her. And we go up on stage. And right before you play, they kind of do a little mini interview of you to get you acquainted with your team. And so they ask ridiculous questions, though. It's not like, what's your favorite soda? It's like the weirdest things ever. It's like, what do you think is the stupidest thing that goes on spaghetti? Like, just something totally random. And with her, they give her a little softball question, and they say, who's your favorite Pokemon? And she says Mew, because she knows that's my favorite. And at the time, it was her favorite, too, because of that. So the whole crowd is a bunch, 4,000 nerds like me and like my daughter. And so they hear Mew, and they freak out because he's, really popular Pokemon. And they ask the guy from Team Waluigi, who's on the other side of the stage, who's like, I don't know, early 30s, mid 30s maybe. And Aaron goes, what's your favorite Pokemon? I think he says like Smoochum or some random Pokemon. I can't remember, to be honest. Cadence remembers, but I don't. And he responds with that Pokemon. And so Cadence hears that and goes, and this is not an exaggeration or a dramatization. She looks at Danny like, because he was the one interviewing her, and she looks at Danny like, and then she looks over at the guy from Team Waluigi and goes, I'm gonna destroy you. And Danny and I hear it, right? Danny and I hear it, so we start fucking gut-busting laugh because it was unprompted. Yeah, so she says that to him, and Danny goes, Aaron, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Cadence has something to say. And he goes, Cadence, can you say that again in the mic? And no joke, without missing a beat, she goes, I'm gonna destroy you. And this crowd just goes, oh, oh. Everyone joking around, and it was a good moment. And Aaron looks at the guy and goes, what do you have to say to the 6, almost 7-year-old that said she's gonna destroy you? And he goes, best, most eloquent answer, classiest answer ever, by the way. Thank you, my guy. I don't know who you are. I don't know if I'll ever know you again, but thank you for that. He goes, yeah, probably. And so it gave Cadence this little boost of confidence, but he was very classy and tactful with his response. So it was excellent. And we sit down and we get to play with them. And they pick, of course, Team Waluigi screams this one game that's like the hardest mini game in the game, according to a lot of people, from what they told me after. And so Cadence gets, I think, 3rd place. I feel like Danny let her get past him at the end, so she wasn't in last. So she got 3rd, and we got a hug with Aaron and Danny. And I got a few of the ones with Aaron are blurry, unfortunately, so I can't. I don't have a picture that's good with him clear in it, Aaron as well, just Danny. But I've had this as my phone. Let me see if the camera can see it. My phone screensaver. That's Cadence, Danny, and I for about the whole time. Actually, that night. I put it on my phone that night, and it's been that ever since. It was just an excellent moment. And then we also had to ask them a question afterwards. They did another little mini Q&A later, and so we asked them if they were going to play music there. And Danny replied that they were in like September, and that we were in February at the time. And Cadence and I said we'll be there, front row, and sure as shit later in September we were there front row center. Cadence had a blast there too. So yeah, as we're leaving, the show, Cadence is like a little rock star because everyone saw her on stage, And so she's letting it get to her head a little bit, as she's never really been in a position like that before. So she's like, you know, walking around, and people are asking to take pictures with us, and I said, yeah, that's fine. And so we took some pictures. If anyone ever sees this that has pictures or video from that Game Grumps show in San Francisco, please send it to me. That would be awesome. We missed that part of her saying, I'm going to destroy you. So that'd be cool. But anyways, yeah, we're leaving there, and fortunately, or unfortunately, I should say, Cadence was like, oh, hey, let's go. I want to get a shirt, or I want to get something. And I was like, yeah, that sounds awesome. So we look, and the merch line is like 100 people deep. And I was like, yeah, I don't think we're going to do that tonight. And the people up front go, is that Cadence? And I go, yes. Yes, sir, it is. And he goes, you guys can cut in front of us. And I said, is that okay with everyone here? And everyone's like, yeah, dude, it's Cadence, no problem. So, of course, she felt like a princess. And so we get up there, and we get, I think, one of the only album I didn't have of theirs at the time of Ninja Sex Party, Danny's band, and Starbomb, which is all three of Ninja Sex Party and Aaron's band. And I think we got the one album, and I got her, I think a shirt or something. And then we left, and we got home safe, and everything was great. And that's one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me as a parent. It was a huge parenting victory, and I knew she was my kid when she could, you know, talk that ish a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, obviously you could tell she's joking, but she still was like, I'm gonna destroy you, and that was just epic. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that. It's something I've always talked about to a few people that know what Game Grumps is or are gamers, but one of my favorite things ever. Alright, y'all. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Be safe.